Hi, good morning everyone. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs. It is a broad spectrum collective reading, so I do speak in broad terms. You need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything is broken or wrong. It just might mean that this isn't your reading at this time. The reading is originally created for Wednesday, the 5th of July, but it's not solely set for that date. I do believe readings can find us when we need them rather than when they were originally created for. So if you're seeing this on a different date, don't get caught up in the date. Just watch the video. And if it fits with your situation, by all means, utilize it. For those of you that are new to the channel, I do refer back to the Sunday underpinning reading. That is the sort of overall general energy, like the layer of energy that's happening beneath the dailies, or around the dailies in the background, so to speak. So if you hear me speaking about cards that you don't see in this reading, I'm referring back to that. That populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this reading. You can check that out if you'd like. Another thing about, for new people, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there's just some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about, what decks I'm utilizing during the reading, and simple ways, how to contact me on social media in case you want a private reading. You would need to reach out to my Instagram or my Facebook business page for private readings. Please know that I will never instigate that with you. So if somebody approached you and tried to sell you a reading saying that they're me, that's not the case. I never initiate sales on readings. I always trust Spirit will bring me the right people at the right time. And then for those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu. Oh, I said that already. Also in the drop-down menu is easy ways to support the channel. You can do so by hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell so you get notified when I put up new content, which is daily. Hitting that thumbs up button, leaving a question or comment on the video, or sharing the video out. All of that is great ways of helping the channel. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Excuse me, I'm a little tired this morning. I love it when I wake up tired. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, so the card for the day is the Six of Wands. And the words are advancement and recognition. And that is definitely a Six of Wands aspect, right? It's about being noticed or seen, celebrated even for who we are, the achievements we've made. And it can even be the small achievements, guys. It doesn't have to be some big production thing that we have to accomplish. It can just be the day-to-day achievements that have brought us thus far into the change that we might be in right now. Acknowledging that and giving that its just desserts or its due reward is important when the Six of Wands is around. We could be being honored by ourselves or by other individuals around us for those achievements. Don't take lightly the choices and the decisions, however challenging they may have been in the recent past. They accumulate and they do create change, and that change is here and asking to be honored today with the Six of Wands. Underpinning this is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can be about fretting and worry, nightmares, things of that nature, but I really got a sense from the Nine of Swords in the Sunday reading that it was about kind of reestablishing our thoughts, our communications in a way that was more protective to us. So with this Six of Wands, Swords and Wands are complementary. I feel like we are empowered to have made changes, maybe in the way we think or communicate around a situation, that brings us to this place of celebration, that opens sort of like this new door that we see here at the top of these steps. There might be a new path or option opening up to us that should be celebrated, because I get the feeling that we've been the one who has gone about creating it for ourselves. We've done the work, we've made the decisions, we've communicated the need, however it is that we've handled it, we've done it and we've done it well. The Six of Wands indicates that and wants us to honor that. Let's go to the Cosmic Insights deck. So it's patience. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. We have seen this card before, being patient with ourselves, even if we're up in our heads with the Nine of Swords present in the background, or if someone else is up in their heads, or we're kind of worried about how do I do this, what's the right way to go. We're going to figure that out, or we are in the process of figuring that out, and that's what the Patience card indicates to me, is like just keep doing you, just keep taking the small victories, or even the big victories they may be with the Six of Wands present, and moving forward, taking it step by step. We see these steps up to this new door, kind of to the cosmos. So it does, tell us just keep putting one foot in front of the other, trusting ourselves. We saw those 2 moon cards yesterday and 2 sun cards previous. There's a truth and a truth within our intuition or our knowing that we should be trusting, and again, back to that word, celebrating as we move forward. Be patient with ourselves and those around us, right? And allow things to transform and change in their time. We will know what to instinctively do successfully with the Six of Wands here as each, shift or change comes up. Let's look to the Star Maiden Oracle. This is future. Disappointment, new start. Now this I know is the Tower card. So I don't get, like, the Tower is always like this, shift or change that needs to take place because everything's on faulty foundations. And I do get that from this, especially with that explosion in the center. But I do feel like this explosion shoots us off in a different direction that is actually a good thing. That's the future aspect of this card. That's the doorway that we see at the top of the stairs. I almost get this sense of release or freedom from whatever's been burdening us. It's not necessarily a bad thing, like, oh my god, here comes the Tower, let's fight it. I have a phrase that goes with the Tower that's let go or be dragged, and it's this idea of if we fight against the change or resist the change, we try and hold on to the situation and keep it the way that it is, we cause ourselves so much more struggle in the process, right? So much more pain. And that could be some of the Nine of Swords influence underneath this, is worrying, if I let this go, what replaces it? Or if I let this go, will they be mad at me? Or if I let this go, will this ever come back round again? We don't need to worry about that. We need to think about potentially our future. And like, I get from this, like, blast off, like 3, 2, 1 contact kind of thing. Like, he's taking off, he's dropping the dead weight of the ship so that he can fly higher more freely. And so that might be the case for some of you today. Let's look at the clarifiers. We have the King of Cups. Interesting, because yesterday we saw the Queen of Cups. We do have that full moon in Capricorn. All of these Cups court cards would be affected by that full moon's influence. We have the Queen of Pentacles. They are complementary to one another. One is about emotions and one is about the 3D world. They certainly look like they are having a conversation. Are our emotions communicating with our body? What do we need at a body level? What do we need at an emotional level? And how do those two things provide for us? How does our 5D provide for our 3D? These two are in collaboration, trying to figure that out in a positive manner. And then the last card is Virgo energy, which is the Hermit. And I think we saw the Hermit earlier this week. This is about going inward and finding our own inner truth, and I think that we can do so with the King and Queen here, right? They're both empowered, they're both authoritative. There's a balance of the masculine and feminine here. There's a balance of, the water and earth here. So they're bringing to the table this idea of communication within ourselves, within our emotional body and our physical body, or our physical world, and the manifestations or situations around us, and how to better them. But that truth resides still within us. I feel like that truth, yesterday we saw 2 moon cards, and that represents obscurity. I think the Hermit could be us finding a little bit of light around a situation, a little bit of truth, a little bit of strength, and with his Virgo energy, he grounds in that and he moves forward, allowing that light to be his guide. So, if things are shifting or changing, look for the positive opportunities that are taking place in the shifts, right? Look for where the dead weight is falling away, and be grateful for that. Is a certain amount of is a sort of what I'm feeling here. Embrace the change, embrace the release of the weight, so to speak. If there is a weight of that Nine of Swords that's happening, it's that very Nine of Swords that could be plaguing us, that's also sort of teaching us how to grow beyond it, how to let it go, how to come to a personal completion and reconfigure our communications, our thoughts around a situation, and essentially blast off or rebuild again, right? Again, this idea of patience means be kind to yourself, honor yourself with the Six of Wands being present here, honor yourself with the King and Queen of Pentacles here. These are saying that we are royalty, so to speak. You know, we are deserving, we are honorable, we can trust our emotions, we can trust our physical experience, we can trust our manifestations and go after our abundance, and we can trust ourselves spiritually. You know, here we almost have, this is more emotions, but I would say this would be like the body, the mind, and the spirit all kind of together, working together today in these three cards. I really like it. It seems like a almost like a Three of Pentacles vibe, you know, like success through collaboration. These two court cards and this major arcana card are working together to find us our truth, how we feel about a situation, what we want to create, and what we know to be spiritually true for ourselves within the situation to move towards. Even if, you know, it seems, I don't want to say impossible because it doesn't seem impossible. Hold on, let me get the grounding stone. But the light may be dim, right, with the Hermit, but it's building. And it's casting enough light for us to see the path, for us to make the decision, for us to take the steps forward, for us to trust in ourselves and our truth that we've sought out or that we've worked for to move ourselves forward in a productive and a powerful way. Now here's the grounding stone. It is the word miracle on carnelian, which I associate with the root chakra. I would say, you know, we are a miracle just with this King and Queen being here and the Hermit. The shift of the Tower, or the possibility of the release and the change and the moving into the future. That in and of itself can be a miracle. We may not see it, you know, until hindsight, what is that phrase? Hindsight is 20/20. You know, we might see it after the fact or as we go through it. Once we're through it, we see the truth of it. That would be the Hermit. Grounding and miracles taking place. So if things are shifting or changing or feel outside of our control, celebrate ourselves, care for ourselves, hold ourselves up, shore up ourselves emotionally, physically, even spiritually, and await the miracle if it hasn't already presented itself. But it does say that it is here. Remember, the grounding stone for this week is laugh, meaning keep a level of brevity or humor to all of this that's going on around you, even if it's something you feel as though you can't control or is outside of yourself. What you can control is you, and it looks like with this King, Queen, Hermit combination, we're doing a really damn good job of it. That's my feeling. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Leave me a question or comment, share the video out, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow to see how this transforms or changes. Remember, celebrate yourself, and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.